Hello, students. Welcome to our career guidance sessions. I'm your host, Shalom, and together with me, I'm with Mr. Bernard Nsumba. So most of you must be wondering why we are here. I know you all have courses that you're offering at Esom School of Music, and you might be asking yourself a lot of questions. Is the course that I'm studying relevant? Will I be able to achieve the goal? Well, ask yourself no further. Here with me is Mr. Bernard Nsumba, a careers master, a music, dance, and drama instructor, a researcher, a promoter. What can I say and what can I leave? Please, Mr. Nsumba, could you please say hello to our dear students?
Hello, dear students. How are you out there? How is everything going? I hope you're all okay with your courses. Thank you.
Mr. Nsumba, what can you talk about someone who is studying at Esom School of Music briefly in your own perspective?
Thank you, Shalom. Dear students, what I can tell you about your studying from Esom School of Music is that you made the right choice. You made the right choice because everything is offered at Esom. Whatever you need is really offered at Esom. So you should make sure that you endure up to the end. Thank you.
You've spoken of them enduring up to the end. Well, why do you say they should endure up to the end?
Yes, I would categorize it in three. Why I say they should endure up to the end. One, if you do not continue up to the end, it means you will have lost your goal, your original goal of wanting or coming to study at Esom School of Music, coming to study that particular course you chose. That is one. Two, it means you will not be able to perform to the required standards in the job market. And three, there is no employer outside there in the music industry whatsoever who will want to employ a mediocre practitioner, who will want to employ a mediocre musician, for instance, a mediocre pianist, a mediocre guitarist, a mediocre audio producer. Nobody would love to employ you. So you should always make sure that when you decide to do something, you endure all the hardships along the way until you complete, such that you achieve your original goal. Thank you.
Well. This is really getting interesting. So, Mr. Nsumba, what do you think is the real importance of someone completing his or her course?
Now, just like I've said, that when you complete up to the end and you get your certificate, by the way, Esom School of Music offers two certificates. One is for Esom School of Music, then the second one is for DIT, Directorate of Industrial Training. That is a recognized certificate internationally. It is recognized, meaning that even when you leave Uganda and go outside Uganda to other countries to work, for instance, as an audio producer, you will be recognized. When you go out to work as a sound engineer, it means those people will give you first-time recognition because you are possessing an internationally recognized certificate. That is the importance of completing the course. Then two, when you complete your course, it means, a course is full of skills and knowledge. So when you complete that course, it will mean that you are up to the required standards of the job market to compete favorably in the job market. Because, dear student, outside there are very many practitioners who are competent. But what is going to make you more competent, better than them, is the fact that you are having more knowledge and more skills from Esom School of Music in that particular course you're doing. So when you exhibit those different skills outside there in the world of market, it means you're going to outcompete every other person. And you will be the most suitable candidate for a particular job. Thank you very much.
So we've been talking about course, career, and a person out there might not really know what we mean when we say career. Could you please elaborate for us what we mean when we say career, what a career is?
I know it very well that in our Ugandan setting, that career guidance is still a problem. In many schools and institutions, people go out to do courses, but they are not enlightened first about what they are going to do. They even don't know the course content of what they are studying. So they find it difficult. Along the way, they find things they did not expect, for instance, and they say, what is this I'm studying? I cannot manage this. But that all happens because nobody originally introduced them to that course. So career guidance is very important. Now, a career is something you do for the rest of your lifetime. If you are a singer, it means you're going to sing for the rest of your lifetime. Until you retire, that is the work you're going to be doing. And it is the work that you're going to be doing for a living. You're going to be paid for it. Either you're going to be self-employed or you're going to be employed by another person. But at the end of it all, after the work you've been doing, you're going to get, at the end of the day, you're going to be getting money out of it. That is what we call a career. Secondly, a career is a series of skills that you exhibit when doing a particular job. So it means you're going to exhibit different skills under what you're doing. So a series of skills that you exhibit on a particular job, that is what we call a career. And it is very, very interesting that whenever you carry on that particular work, you learn new things day by day. Yes, so that is all to do with a career. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Nsumba. So we've been talking about the different courses offered at Esom School of Music. I've had piano, guitar, audio production, and all that you mentioned. So a student out there that is offering these courses might not know the job opportunities. So could you please give us a list of job opportunities for someone that is offering these different courses?
Well, thank you very much, Shalom, once again. Now, this is very interesting, dear students. Just be attentive. Now, you have chosen that particular course as your career. It means you are ready to work under all possible means, exhibiting the skills you've learned at Esom School of Music, executing the job as a career. Okay? Now, for all audio producers, all students who are pursuing the course of audio production, make sure you cling on up to the end, as I told you before. These are some of the opportunities that are awaiting you. One, you can become an audio producer in studio, producing music, record music. Two, you can be a mastering engineer, okay, in studio, and you can be hired outside there. By the way, dear students, when you study audio production at Esom School of Music, just know that you're getting the best. Because many studios out there, this is according to my experience and research, you were told I am a researcher. Many audio producing studios or audio production studios outside there are lacking what we call mastering and mixing experts. Okay? The producers outside there are not good at mixing and mastering songs. So you can become a mastering engineer, you can become a mixing engineer, you can become an advert producer. Okay, that is also another opportunity there. You can also become a trainer of audio production because, you know, Esom gives you the knowledge and skills and you are supposed to pass them on. If you're studying to become a filmmaker and videographer, there are very many opportunities involved in there. They hire you to to shoot videos for events and other occasions, for instance, introduction ceremonies, wedding ceremonies. You can start up your own company and do that work. Two, a particular, working on the broadcasting of a particular program that is on TV. You can become a film director. All those are opportunities, okay? Now, if you want to become a pianist or you're studying to become a pianist, a professional pianist, you play piano, you can be invited or you can be hired to play piano on different occasions. In church, there are many opportunities in church nowadays. For instance, the Pentecostal churches, they hire, and by the way, many pianists are paid. I was also once a pianist in a church, and I was always paid whenever I played the piano. Then you can compose music using your piano and you sell it out. That is another opportunity. Then you can train others. You can become a teacher of piano. That is also an opportunity. Then you can make your own concerts. You can make your own concerts, dear students. You can start up, you can say, today I want to make a concert, a piano concert. And people will bring in money. There are many people out there who love piano music. They will come and pay you. So you can be an accompanist for a choir in a church, okay? Those are very many opportunities. There are very many opportunities outside there. And this also applies to the guitarists. Or if you're a guitarist, you can be hired in studio to accompany, to put in the feelings. So there are very many opportunities outside there. So if you are a singer or a vocalist doing vocals at Esom School of Music, you can become a singer, that one you know. And Shalom, you are also a singer. Then you can you can be a backup artist for other singers in studio. Then you can also be a vocal trainer, okay? Shalom, you are a vocal trainer also, I'm aware. Yes, so all those are opportunities outside there. So dear student, just cling on to what you really chose to do.
Well, just to add a little on the vocals, you talked of being a backup artist in studio. This is not only in studio, but you can be hired to be a backup artist on these concerts of these big musicians, you understand? And they really pay a lot of money if you're really good at what you're doing. Yes, please continue.
Okay. So if you are, what else, a sound engineer? Sound engineers, there are lots of opportunities outside there. But what really you need to do is to go out and look for those opportunities, because you're not just going to sit there and the opportunities come to you. You're going to look for the opportunities. So after studying sound engineering, for instance, you can be employed as a sound engineer for a company or a sound company. There are many public address companies outside there. They can hire you as their sound engineer. You can be a sound engineer hired in a studio to do soundproofing, okay? You can do soundproofing for audio recording studios, for conference halls, okay? To manage sound for big concerts, okay? There are very many promoters outside there nowadays who can employ you for the sound management for their concerts. You can manage sound for production of a particular program on TV or on radio. So there are lots of opportunities involved there. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Nsumba. So you've given us a list of job opportunities from all these courses. So, but can you please tell us the challenges that the students that are doing these courses may encounter, plus advice? Because I know with every challenge, there is still a solution. So please tell us, what are those challenges that these students face?
Now, the number one thing is that whenever you are starting up a task in your life, you should, first of all, put God as number one, okay? So that means that prayer, and you know prayer moves mountains. Definitely. So you should make sure that you always keep prayerful, okay? Such that God enables you to pass through that, okay? That course successfully. Then two, if you're doing a particular course, it means, as I told you before, that you originally had the love and interest for that course. It means that you must cling on regardless of anything that comes your way. Now, some of the challenges, as you've asked, may involve these. One, students might fall off because of school fees. They lack school fees to continue. You find someone paying for the first term, and then the second term, he or she starts staggering with the money. Now, that is a big hardship, and I think it contributes to many of the dropouts. Yes, it really accounts for many of the dropouts. Now, the other challenge outside there, people still have this mentality of music or dance or drama or performing arts. That is a thing for the failures. But I can tell you, musicians out there, it has been produced through research that they have a high intellect. Yes. Okay, they really think. They really think at a first rate. Yes. Musicians. So I would urge you to just continue, just be hopeful day by day, keeping hopeful. I think that there I'm giving the solution now. Yes. To that challenge. People will talk lots of derailing words, words that keep you out of hope, words that keep you out of your target, your future target. But you must desist first of all from listening to such words. Then you must keep focused, okay? Yeah. That this is what I want and I am determined to achieve it. So let me move on until the end. Because as I told you, should you fall off, it means you're going to be called a failure. Yes. You will only be a failure going by the words people have said, that that is a thing for the failure. And you will be actually proving, when you fall off, that you will be proving that you are a failure. Definitely. But if you finish your course, it means you will be a victor. Yes.
And what I know, quitters never win. Yes, and winners are never quitters. Yes.
That's it. So I think I've been able to explicitly give the solutions to that. The biggest or the number one solution to that is clinging on up to the end of your course. That is the way to go. Get that certificate from DIT. Okay? Get that certificate from Esom. Okay? When you present your certificate that I completed this in piano, in audio production, every other person will welcome you. Every other employer will welcome you. Yes, but if you go, for instance, there is a scenario of someone, I heard from some friend of mine, who told me someone went to a radio station and asked for a job, saying they had studied from Esom. But when they asked for the certificate, they were not able to produce the certificate. He was not able to produce a certificate. So that means along the way he fell off. But when it came to being employed, he wanted to be employed by a radio station. Yes. So that means that person was a mediocre practitioner and the radio station could not take him on. Yes. So thank you.
So, Mr. Nsumba, how can a student get started after studying at Esom School of Music?
Oh, that's a very good question. Thank you, Shalom. Now, dear students, this is how you may get started after studying at Esom School of Music. After your graduation, or even slightly before the graduation, you can decide on your own to move outside there, marketing yourself to the different organizations, companies, individuals who are doing or who are directly dealing in your line of duty. For instance, you are a pianist, okay? Professional pianist. There are many bands outside there. I'm just giving you an example. You can approach a band and you can tell them, I'm a good pianist. I need a job. This is my certificate. I've studied piano at Esom School of Music. When you present that, that's how to get started. That's one of the ways to get started. If you're an audio producer, you may not have the money to start up your own studio at the start, but you can go to a recording studio outside there, a well-established recording studio, and approach a producer and tell them, I am a professional producer from Esom School of Music, and I want to start producing songs. Could you please give me a chance? Now, the first thing in getting started as a practitioner, dear student, do not look at money at the beginning, at the very start. Do not look at earning first-time money. Look at getting the employment first, the opportunity first. Seize the opportunity, okay? And then money will come later. Money will follow that afterwards. Because this person, much as you're holding the certificate, okay, this person is not sure of your efficiency. This person is not sure whether you are a good producer, He's not sure whether you are a good sound engineer. So first show that person that you are a good sound engineer. There are some employers outside there who are always looking out to test you, okay, on your patience, competence, patience, okay, relevancy, and endurance, to see whether you can endure. Now they will employ you and tell you that you are employed but on probation.
Yes.
Okay? Then you will say, and they will give you the terms of the probation. They will tell you, we are employing you, but we are not giving you salary. We are giving you transport for the start for 3 months. And so if you came looking for at money as your first time thing, it means you're going to lose out. Yes. So when you're getting started, just put that at the back of your mind, that I'm going out to look for a job, but I'm going to first look for the experience with that particular company or individual with whom I'm going to work. Okay? Then everything will start following afterwards. Now, these people who have employed you will start seeing your efficiency. They will start seeing your relevancy. Okay? And that, in the end, will earn you the job you were looking for at the beginning. So that is how to get started. Second, now for a singer, I know the music industry is almost saturated. When I talk of saturation, I mean there are very many artists outside there. Some of them, we even don't know them. But they have produced lots of songs. So there is a problem which I've always been telling the upcoming artists. They always want to accumulate songs, recorded songs. You find an artist telling you, I have 3 albums already, but you don't know that person. You've never seen that artist, but they're telling you, me, I'm a performing artist, and I have three albums already with 6 songs each. So what I can advise such a singer is, now from Esom, it is that you go out, just do only 2 songs, produce their videos, and take them out. That is how to get started.
In other words, work on the promotion of those songs.
Yes, work on the promotion of these first songs you're having. You're not looking for money out there at the beginning. What you're looking for is fame. Yes. To be known by people, okay, that you are also a singer. They recognize you. So that the next time you bring a hit, people will recognize you first time, okay? And secondly, go out to other artists' concerts. Do curtain raising. This is for the singers, the vocalists. Do curtain raising. Go out and join choirs, okay, church choirs. And then that is how you will improve. That is how people will start seeing that you are relevant with what you're doing. Yes.
Well, you've talked of curtain raising. You know, some of us think that curtain raising is just for the amateurs. So when you tell me that you're going to be a curtain raiser, I'm like, now the whole me, you understand? So most of us take ourselves to be already there, and yet we are not yet there. I think that is also an issue. Yes.
So there is really a lot you have to put in as an individual, as a person. Most of it all comes back to you, okay? That how do I get started? This is how I'm going to get started. Draw out your plan. You must have a plan of how to get started before you start implementing a particular job. Yes, that's it.
So, Mr. Bernard, could you please enlighten us more on those job opportunities, basically for the instrumentalists? For example, the violinists, the solo guitarists, and the like. Enlighten more about those job opportunities for them.
Thank you, Shalom. Just like I said before, instrumentalists, for instance, the violinists. Violinist is the one who plays violin. It's unfortunate that here in Uganda, that instrument looks a bit new to the public eyes, okay? But if you are a good violinist, for instance, from Esom School of Music, you will go out and play that instrument in a band, for instance, okay? And there is a way the violin gives some unique sound, okay? There is some gist it adds on to the music. There is some flavor it adds on to the music. So you can play it in a live performance for an artist or for a band. You can go to a recording studio. There are artists now, for instance, those who are doing R&B music, they would love that touch of a violin. live violin. So you can go and put it in their music as an instrumentalist, as a musician in a recording studio. You can start up your own, you can make your own concert, okay, as a violinist. You can attract a few other instrumentalists playing other instruments, and they back you up. But when you are the lead instrumentalist for that concert. So all those are opportunities. You can also be a trainer or teacher for that instrument, just like you're being taught at Esom School of Music. Then for the solo guitar,
Well,
the bass guitar.
about the violin before you go to the bass, you can also be hired to go and play the violin on people's weddings, because I see a lot of those violin people on weddings, and what I know, they earn money, they pay them good money.
Just be an expert. You just be an expert, or just be a professional at what you're doing, and those other subsequent opportunities are going to show up. Yes, for instance, just like you've mentioned that on events, that is a subsequent event that can show up. Somebody can pick the interest of a violin and call you upon to play the instrument. Then solo guitar, you can join a band, because there are very many bands which are interested in solo guitars. Then also bass guitar. Bass guitar is very, very good in band music, by the way. Then you can also do music in a studio with a producer, putting in live instrumentation. Yes, in a recording studio as a solo guitarist, and a bass guitarist. Yes. So if you can do both, by the way, that's the best thing. You can learn a solo and bass at the same time, and it can help you. You can earn from both pieces of work. Then if you are a drum player, the drum kit player, you can still find opportunities. There are very many opportunities in church. Many Pentecostal churches nowadays do live music. They play live music using those instruments, the different instruments. And I always see drums as the key instrument in Pentecostal churches. And even other churches, even the Catholics now can play that music. They like that music. Then you can also join a band still as an instrumentalist playing drums. Yes, and you can also, by the way, as an instrumentalist, you can do live streaming jigs with your instrument. Yes, and people, you can show it out to the people, and they will always pick interest in what you're doing, and they will pay for it. Yes.
So thank you so very much. So we've talked about those job opportunities for instrumentalists. Now, let us look at DJing. What are those opportunities that you look at from the DJing part of it?
Okay, for the DJing, I can say, you have finished learning DJing at Esom School of Music and you've mastered everything. Chance may be on your side that you have the gadgets already. Okay, they call the turntables. You have them already. You can do live streaming, and you can show people what you have, and people can pick interest in what you're doing. Then you can also go to discotheques and do the DJing from there. Then TV stations nowadays, they have those weekend programs where they do live DJing, live music using the DJs. So you can also go to a TV station and they will employ you as their DJ. Many people are interested in that nowadays. You can also be a DJ trainer yourself, DJing trainer yourself. Yes, and other very many opportunities you can always find out. Yes, and secondly, what I would urge all students out there, don't sit on yourself. Just as I told you that a career is a series of skills you exhibit. You try always to be exploitative of yourself. You explore more from what you can do. Try to explore and exploit. There are two things. Exploit what you can do more. And when you exploit your skill, exploit it to the fullest. Yes, that's what I...
So, Mr. Nsumba, when you talked of DJing, the job opportunities, you go to the discos, but do you know that, because someone out there, a student might be like, I'm a gospel person. But do you know that in churches also, they do those DJing sessions for the youths in church? So you don't have to be worried that you'll go to that disco. But churches are bringing up that in churches to do that DJing.
Yes, I've also witnessed that. I've seen it. So, dear student, as I've said, try always to be to go out and look out for more from what you can do. Yes, that's all I can say.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Bernard.
You're welcome.
This has really been helpful to our dear students. I know this has really been helpful. Thank you so very much. And for those that are having questions, you can ask them under the comments. You can write those questions down and we shall be able to reply your answer. Thank you so very much. I still remain Shalom for the career sessions. Thank you.